The road not taken. Summary and analysis. Written in 1915 in England, The Road Not Taken is one of Robert Frost's and the world's most well-known poems. Although commonly interpreted as a celebration of rugged individualism, the poem actually contains multiple different meanings. The speaker in the poem, faced with a choice between two roads, takes the road less traveled, a decision which he or she supposes made all the difference. However, Frost creates enough subtle ambiguity in the poem that it's unclear whether the speaker's judgment should be taken at face value, and therefore, whether the poem is about the speaker making a simple but impactful choice, or about how the speaker interprets a choice whose impact is unclear. The road not taken.
Two roads diverged in a yellow wood, and sorry I could not travel both. And be one traveler, long I stood, and looked down one as far as I could, to where it bent in the undergrowth. Then took the other, as just as fair, and having perhaps the better claim, because it was grassy and wanted wear. Though as for that the passing there had worn them really about the same, and both that morning equally lay. In leaves no step had trodden black. Oh, I kept the first for another day, yet knowing how way leads on to way, I doubted if I should ever come back. I shall be telling this with a sigh, somewhere ages and ages hence. Two roads diverged in a wood, and I took the one less traveled by, and that has made all the difference.
Summary. The speaker, walking through a forest whose leaves have turned yellow in autumn, comes to a fork in the road. The speaker, regretting that he or she is unable to travel by both roads, since he or she is, after all, just one person, stands at the fork in the road for a long time and tries to see where one of the paths leads. However, the speaker can't see very far because the forest is dense and the road is not straight. The speaker takes the other path, judging it to be just as good a choice as the first, and supposing that it may even be the better option of the two, since it is grassy and looks less worn than the other path. Though, now that the speaker has actually walked on the second road, he or she thinks that in reality the two roads must have been more or less equally worn in. Reinforcing this statement, the speaker recalls that both roads were covered in leaves, which had not yet been turned black by foot traffic. The speaker exclaims that he or she is in fact just saving the first road, and will travel it at a later date, but then immediately contradicts him or herself with the acknowledgement that, in life, one road tends to lead onward to another, so it's therefore unlikely that he or she will ever actually get a chance to return to that first road. The speaker imagines him or herself in the distant future, recounting, with a sigh, the story of making the choice of which road to take. Speaking as though looking back on his or her life from the future, the speaker states that he or she was faced with a choice between two roads and chose to take the road that was less traveled, and the consequences of that decision have made all the difference in his or her life. The road not taken. Vocabulary. Diverge. To diverge is to split off in a different direction. In other words, the speaker is describing a fork in the road. Yellow wood. A forest in autumn. The yellow refers to the color of autumn leaves. Referring to a forest as a wood is also an example of synecdoche. Undergrowth. A dense growth of bushes, shrubs, and other plants, especially under trees in a forest. Fair. Beautiful or attractive. The speaker is saying that the other path seemed just as picturesque as the first. Passing, walking, or traveling. The speaker is saying that, in fact, the two roads had each been walked on about the same amount. Trodden. The past participle of tread, meaning to crush or flatten something with the feet. To say that the leaves had not been trodden black means that they had not been turned black by the wear of foot traffic.
Thanks for watching. If you find the video informative, please like and subscribe to our channel. And share the video with your friends and family. See you tomorrow. Till then, take care, keep learning. Bye bye.